Yeah. What up, Rap City? Alright, you are in the house with your man Big Tigger for the premiere edition of WRAP Rap Radio. New season, new flavors. Got my man DJ Tap Money touching down on the 1 and 2. What up, Tap?
No doubt, baby. You know how we do.
Alright, Illadelph's finest on the 1 and 2, but the man of the hour in the house, Canibus.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Alright, Canibus, we in here. We gonna talk about this magnificent piece of work right here. Alright, the album, Canibus, Can I Bust? No doubt. When the album dropping, man?
September 8th, yo, that's the blackout date. You know what I'm saying? It's not a mixtape, it's not a mistake. You know, it got that Navy SEAL appeal.
The Navy SEAL appeal. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about everything. No doubt. You wanna be here. It's WRAP Rap Radio. Don't touch it. Just love it. Alright? No doubt, Tap Money blazing on the 1 and 2. It's WRAP Rap Radio. Big Tigger Tap Money, Can I Bust?
What up, dog?
Alright, sitting here chilling with you right about now. So let's get into you. Let's get into your history, your background. You're sort of like an international dude. You've been everywhere.
Yeah, well, you know, with the exception of where I was born in the West Indies in Jamaica. So after that, you know, I was basically like an East Coast cat. You know, Bronx, DC, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Miami. I lived in England with my mom's in '84. So I've been up and down, you know.
So is all of that traveling and where you grew up and the things that you did and saw where you grew up, is that influenced the way you do your thing, your style, the way you put it down?
Yeah, I think it's definitely, you know, like one of the major contributors to the way, like, my personality is right now. You know, like, I've seen a lot of things. Even though I haven't been all around the world, I've seen a lot of things in a lot of different areas of the world. And, you know, that affects my outlook on things.
Alright, no doubt. You once made a quote one time. It was, "I would rather be a lion for a day than be a lamb and live forever." What's going on with that?
Yo, that's ill, cause like I remember that. Like I did that on the Lost Boys. They had an album, it was like a promotional thing for the album. Like it was, I blacked out for like the first 2 minutes on that record. Like it was a promotion of the Beast from the East thing and all of that. Yo, that quote to me means a lot, cause that's how I am. That's me. You know, I would prefer to be a lion for a day than a lamb who lives forever. You know, because you know, there's no glory in being somebody that's scared and fearful. You know, of life. You know, things are gonna happen. You know, you get scars and you move on. Lambs don't get scars. Sheep don't get scars. They just get their heads taken. You know what I'm saying? They get their wool taken and they grow it back. Lions don't lose their mane, you know?
Alright. Feeling that. Canibus up in here. We blazing. East Coast Flavor Studios in Northeast Washington, D.C. Tap Money on the 1 and 2. It's Rap Radio. We be right back, alright? Tap Money is back. Do something, Tap. Just do that again. Do the R-A-W. He was blazing that. Give me the R-A-W. Take me back to, what's that, 85? 84, 85? I'm coming. Yo, Rap City, this is Rap Radio. My man Tap Money about to show you skills. R-A-W. R-A-W. That's what it's talking about. Tap Money on 1 and 2 Rap Radio. Big Tigger hanging out with Shout out to King, man.
Big Daddy, word them over, man. Shout out to Big Daddy, wherever you at. Whatever you doing right now, man. Whether you in a Lamborghini Diablo or you on the street corner broke, just rhyming for a quarter. I don't care where you at, man. Shout out to you, dog.
All love. Back in the days, it was all about Kane, Rakim, Cool G rap, lyrics.
Yeah, the whole Juice Crew. Basically like Craig
absolutely.
G, the whole nine.
Then we got away from lyrics. It really became about the music. The return of lyrics. You, Common, Razzcast. What's going on with that? Who were some of your early influences when it came to lyrics?
Well, right here, you know what I'm saying? Definitely Kane. You know what I'm saying? came, like, it's ill for me because initially, like, there was a time when cats used to argue about who was iller, Kane or Rakim.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the time, like, I used to like Kane more back in the day because, like, I'm 23 now, so back then I was about 13. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to me, Kane was iller because what came back then. Kane was iller to me because when he was kicking, like, he would kick something about the 5% of stuff, but then he would take it back and talk about chicks. Then he would turn around and he'd be suave, then he'd turn around and still, you know, put a quarter in your booty because you played yourself. Like, he had lyrics, like, all around the board. Rakim kept it, like, a lot of stuff would go over my head, like, when he talked about the 5% of stuff. But now in 1998, you know what I'm saying, I respect what Rob was doing 10 years ago more than any other material that's out now that existed then.
What's the difference to you, or is there a difference between an MC and a rapper?
The difference between rappers and MCs right now, rappers, they just rhyme with whatever words rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talk about whatever, you know, whatever suits the rhyme. Like, let me sort of break it down to you. It's like this. Like, there's two ways you could go about rhyming when you're building your rhyme, when you're building your sheet, you know, when you're writing down your lyrics. You could let the rhyme steer you, and you could steer the rhyme. When I say that, I mean like guys around, they be like, yo, cat, you know, I hit him with a bat, and I ran and put on my hat. You understand what I'm saying? Like you were rhyming based off of the words that you can think of to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So phonetically, it sounds correct. But MCs, they steer the rhyme. They steer the words. You know what I'm saying? If they can't compose, they find a way to compose what they want to say and make it all rhyme. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of new school cats out there right now that's coming up. This is definitely the age, you know, the era, like, of a new of a set of cats that sit down and think about what they're writing about. And they steering their rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's simple, even if your wordplay and your rhyme pattern is simple, you can still steer your rhyme. No doubt. I'm saying, like, it's unprofessional for me to sit here and call what you're gonna say next. Like, if I could call what words you're gonna rhyme next, like your kindergarten. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. It's all about word bending, metaphors. We got lyrics in the house. Canibus, Tap Money on the 1 and 2. It's Rap Radio with Big Tigger. We be right back. Word.
Hold up, y'all.
Bow. 2. You out of control back there. I'm feeling you back there.
Yo, I'm trying to come to the tunnel and head out.
You gotta come. You gotta.
The tunnel reflex and head out.
Look here, club owners, book Tap Money. Bring him to your club. He'll tear the joint to fragments. It's all good. So, we was talking about lyrics. We was talking about MCs, and no matter what anybody says, everybody gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? It's all about record sales to a certain extent. And it seems like a lot of the MCs, the Roots, Common, Razzcast, a lot of those cerebral type rappers got more to say than just let's party, let's party, let's party. They don't sell tremendous, you know, they not double plat artists. And I wanted to know, you to me are that type of cerebral rapper where you gotta press rewind a couple times to make sure you got it all. Why do you think that it is that those artists, you know what I'm saying, like the Roots and Common don't, you know, go double platinum? Because they got hot. It's hot.
I mean, that's a tricky question, you know. I mean, you know, it's hard to answer that question without insulting anybody. You know, when I say insulting anybody, I mean like record labels. I mean, you know, the staff at the record labels that work real hard to push your material.
So you think it's deeper than just their material?
It's very deep. I think that, well, like that right there is something that, as opposed to focusing on why it doesn't happen and why, you know what I'm saying, why MCs that are very lyrically orientated are not as popular as rappers. I think it would be better to just, like, look at the MC as an individual and see if you know, alright, they did a first album, now they working on the second album, maybe working on the third album. Like, they keep coming regardless of whether they sell 100,000 or 600,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that right there is what's important. You know what I'm saying? As an MC, nobody ever said that in this game, you was guaranteed to make X amount of dollars.
Absolutely.
Nobody ever said that you was gonna have a #1 hit on Billboard. Nobody ever promised you that. You know, there's nowhere in that contract that it says that. But you was promised that you were gonna get heard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody somewhere was gonna hear you. And I think that that's all we want. Like as lyricists and as MCs, that's all we really want.
Right.
Because even an MC that ain't selling no records is out there performing, doing shows somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's somebody somewhere is walking up to him saying, yo man, yo, what you kicking? You nice.
Right.
I'm feeling you. You know what I'm saying? And that makes you go home and write, makes you feel good.
Right.
So what are you in it for? You know what I'm saying? That's the most important question. If you in it for paper and you happen to be lyrically talented, you know what I'm saying, and it's not working for you, then you know, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find your own way out of that. You know, I happen to be an MC that's not here for the paper, because I will be doing this regardless.
Right.
And I was doing this prior to even, you know what I'm saying, being signed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So let's bring it back to the audience as a whole, you know what I'm saying? Do you think it's because the audience has gotten away from hearing or becoming acquainted to that real hip-hop? You know, a lot of hip-hoppers haven't been there when the grimy hip-hop, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it was just two turntables
Phases, B.
and a
It's
mic.
phases, because back in the day, you know what I'm saying, about a decade ago, the MCs that were out, like 9 out of 10 of them like was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like on Off the Dome, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then Have Writtens. Like the whole Juice Crew was nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they all got on that record and blazed it. Nowadays when you have a group track, what people do is they premiere like the hottest 3 artists on the track with 5 people. You know what I'm saying? And one of those 5 people happen to be like, it happens to be their record and they're garbage. But you go out and you rent like 3 MCs to make your record credible on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really, it's a big game, man. For anybody trying to get involved in the music industry, coming from me, trust me, it's a big game. It's not something that you could just look at and say, all right, yo, man, yo, when he gets on stage, so many people love him and so many people feel him, and I want to be that. Like, sit back and think about it. It's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of determination, and most of all, it's a lot of trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you do a record that lyrically is off the scale. The track ain't what, you know what I'm saying? The track ain't what, you know what I'm saying, the main radio stations want to hear.
Right.
So you stuck, you know what I'm saying? And then you might come out with a track that's stupid, but you didn't give it all you wanted to give it lyrically because you had the balance to get it played on the radio.
Right.
So think about
Back live with Rap Radio. It's alright. Tap Money on the 1 and 2. Big Tigger holding it down with Canibus.
Yo, Rap City, what the dealie, y'all?
No doubt. We talking about, this is some real deep function right now. We talking about everything that encompasses hip-hop, and it's real deep. I once read, or I think I heard, that Jay-Z, Tigger, once gave you some advice to be prepared about what you was about to get into.
Yeah, I remember that. It was it's crazy. It happened. It happened at the opening. It was the grand opening of a restaurant called Justin's in New York. That's Puffy's restaurant. He named it after his son. And it was the grand opening, and you know, a lot of celebs came out to the joint. So, you know, I was there at the time. I had done the Firm record, and you know, Beach and East, all that stuff was done. But it was around the same time when I just got on the Firm record, and I had done 4-3-2-1 already, but it wasn't out yet. And you know, I was going to the bathroom and coming back. I saw Jay, and Jay gave me a pound. Was like, yo, I like what you're doing. I'm really feeling, you know, what you're doing. I like the way you're coming up. But you know, just be prepared for what comes along with it, and what comes along with this. And he said it like as calmly and as plain as that. And me, like, you know, come on, man, that's Jigger telling you, you know, be prepared. So what I'm gonna say? Nah. I was like, nah. I was like, yeah. I was nodding my head. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, the same way I looked at the screen earlier and said to these people, yo, trust me. It's not, it's a big game. It's not as easy as it looks. That's kind of what he was saying to me. And you never understand it till you get there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
like growing up when your parents
yeah.
you be like, ah.
Yeah. When he said that to me, like, it's crazy because he said that to me and he was like, yo, you know, and then Clef came and he reached out, pulled on Clef's coat. Clef turned around, he was like, yo, what up? And he started kicking it. And then Jay was like, yo, Canibus, you know, I don't need to tell you who this man is.
Right.
And then Clef, you know, I gave Clef a pound. Clef was like, yo, what up? And Jay was like, yo, Clef, this is Canibus. You know, Clef was like, oh,
so
yo,
that's how y'all
Canibus.
met?
Yeah, he was like, yo, Canibus, I got this record I want you to get on. And it was just, it was on from there, you know?
So then, now that y'all met, how did that relationship, producer, friend, compadre, how did that whole Watch Left thing develop?
After I met him in the restaurant that night, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was between me meeting him in the restaurant that night, his brother, he got a brother called Faro, you know what I'm saying? And a guy called Tabari. Like, the both of them had always been telling me about the Booger Basement.
Right.
And one day I went down to the Booger Basement and you know, I laid down what they call a one take.
Right.
Every MC that comes through the Booger Basement lays a one take. You know what I'm saying? And later on, they listen to the one take and they decide like who's ill and who's not ill. So I did my one take and word got back to Clef, but he never met me.
Right.
So when he met me there, that was the link. And then from there, it went to the record. I went in to do Gone to November with him the next day. Like Tracy Claudia kind of hooked that up too. You know what I'm saying? And I went in there, I hooked that up the next day. And then he told me to come back and do another record with him called No Airplay.
Right.
Then he took me, word up. Then he took me to Live at the 10 spot. You know what I'm saying? MTV, he just like took a couple minutes to let me go out and get busy.
Right.
Then he took me on the road with him. And it was like, after that, it was bananas. Like, I was going everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He let me rock for, you know, a couple minutes on stage. It was banging, man.
Look at this guy. He was doing something with his nose just now. Do that again. Do it again. Rap Radio, Tap Money!
Philly represent.
Yo, Big Tigger hanging out with Canibus and Tap Money. Stop showing off, man. We know you got skills, no doubt. What's going on with Tap Money? Talk to me, baby.
They know where these come from.
Philadelphia representation. So what's going on with Tap Money, man? Down first of all, I want to thank you for coming down here blazing on the 1 and 2 for Rap Radio.
Anything. You know how we do that, baby.
So good. I heard you was gonna be on David Letterman.
Yeah, he called me last night.
What?
At the crib, but I was like, money, how you got my number? I'm just doing my thing, yo.
Right.
Mixtapes, out the country, traveling like crazy, doing mad parties, so I'm definitely in this thing, you know what I'm saying? Cats is asking, yo, I got your tape, but I didn't know if it was really you.
Right.
Live in the flesh, the only one, you know what I'm saying?
Tap Money for real.
No question.
Got the new club in Philly.
No question. It's called The Edge. My man Rap, my man Grands. On Sunday nights, if you want to come to Philly, you need a place to go. You need to see right here, B. You know what I'm saying? And most important, number one, Power 99 every day, 5 to 6. If you want to peep it out on the real quick side, 1 hour.
My man Golden Boy.
Golden Boy, big shout out on Little, Kobe, Coca. You know how we doing that, no doubt.
No doubt. So good. Look, man, the album. Talk to me about your album.
All right,
How many songs on it?
well, you know, it's 13 records on the album.
Right.
The way I look at it, like, it's crazy, cause, you know, sometimes, like I remember when I did Music Makes Me High, the remix. That was my first record that was released to the public. Like, we did a video for that with LB and the Dog Pound. You know what I'm saying? With my man Corrupt. You know, Mr. Cheeks, Tyreek, Louis Fig, you know what I'm saying, Daz, Dillinger. We blacked out on that record.
Right.
And that was my first record. Then from there, and that was in September 1996. That's when I got signed.
Right.
So from there, I just gradually started doing things on the underground. You know what I'm saying? Like Clue mixtapes. I did Beats from the East. You know what I'm saying? Like records like that. And that all the way to now, I've been doing things on the underground. You know, my first commercial record that I appeared on was Gone to November with Clef.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got major airplay and then 4321. But like it's amazing how like some cats think that, yo, bitch, man, like, yo, bitch just used to kick that. You know what I'm saying? He used to kick that. I still kick it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that when you're doing an album, like I said, it's not a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? It's not a mistake. You gotta do something that's it's gonna be released to the world. So you gotta spit for the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to represent my block, I wouldn't have took the record deal. You know what I'm saying? I would have just stayed on my block, and I guarantee you I'd have been the nicest cat on my block. You know what I'm saying? And the album consists of the tracks that I put together. Like, I got spitting on there. Everything on there is concept based. You know what I'm saying? All the records where I'm getting busy on, you know, I turn around and I put a concept to it. So it's not just rambling on about nonsense. Right. And I got 1 or 2 records on it where I'm just rambling. But you need that,
just though. Lyrics.
Music is for the intellectual, you know what I'm saying? Whether you an intellectual thug, you know what I'm saying, or just an intellectual in general. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody you can sit down and your brain can feed on it.
Word up. Now, the reason I didn't have nobody featured on my album besides Free, like Free gets busy, but besides, the reason I didn't have nobody on there that was a known artist or anything like that is because, like, I'm tired of cats saying that I use certain people to get on. You know what I'm saying? That I've used people to gain status, or I've used, you know what I'm saying, certain people to make a statement in this hip-hop game. You know what I'm saying? When I stand alone, I've always stood alone. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been known for bringing it, whether I anchor a record or whether I'm first, second, or third. You know what I'm saying? In the lineup, I get busy and I hold my own. So I said, all right, when I do my album, I'm not gonna have nobody on there that anybody could use as an excuse. Yo, that record is hot because. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 out of 10 records on the market right now have features, you know what I'm saying? And it shows that they're using other people to sell their album. You know what I mean? Or they're using other people to make their records hot. Remixes, you're more than welcome to do whatever you want to do with remixes.
But
like you can have anybody on your remix. But on the original, it's your record. Why do you want somebody else's point of view on your record? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I spit on the record and I kept it to myself. It's my album. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, like, if you look at some of the MCs that I look up to and I respect, you know, Rakim, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't biting off the fact that he didn't have nobody on his album, so I'm not gonna have nobody on his album, but I can feel his zone and why he did it the way he did it. You know what I'm saying? Nas, when he did Illmatic, AZ, you know what I'm saying? And AZ was like, nobody knew AZ at the time. When he came out with Lysa, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the reason why I did it that way.
No doubt. Very, very outspoken, very deep, Navy SEAL style.
Moved up. Navy SEAL appeal.
Canibus doing our thing with Big Tigger, my man Tap Money. It's Rap Radio. We be back, but
I'm not one of them MCs that want to do a record with somebody, then they come in, I lay my verse, then they come in and they lay their verse, and then I come back in the studio and redo my vocals. When I lay it down, it's law, it's in cement. You know what I'm saying? It can't be reversed. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Maybe it's a book that you can go out there and read about Hip Hop 101. But that's just the way I was grown in this, man. And I don't see any reason to change, you know? But as being a battle MC, like what you're talking about, people interpret that as like, yo, he always ready to set it. And you know what I'm saying? I'm always ready to defend myself and get busy. Reason being because that's how it all began for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't just be garbage rhyming. You know what I'm saying? Like, cats would test you. You know what I'm saying? Number one, and then number two, I'm good at that because I'm good at a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, my vocabulary is extensive because I like biology and science. I hated English class and language arts.
You got a degree, right? In computer science?
I did 3 years computer science and then I quit. You know what I'm saying? Because this was doing well for me. That was around the time I started working for Group Home, the Lost Boys. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, being a battle MC, like, you know, if that's the easiest way somebody can label me, then go ahead. But the real true heads out there that know me and know that I've been getting busy a long time before, you know what I'm saying, the 4-3-2-1 hype and the second round KO hype, you know what I'm saying, know that, you know, records with common sense, you know what I'm saying, like records that I've been getting busy on, you know?
So, I know that whole 4-3-2-1 and second round knockout definitely helped everybody tolerate you that. And we're not gonna get into that, but I know there's something you wanted to say about that whole experience.
You the only cat that, you know what I'm saying, that would just like leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? Like all the other people act like sharks. Media sharks be smelling blood and they go for the obvious. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you made
I know you wanted to get
that.
something off your chest about that, or speak to that real quick.
No question, like I definitely want all the cats out there to understand that, you know what I'm saying, what happened, you know what I'm saying? I take no glory in it, I take no praise in it. I don't want to be looked at as the MC that, you know what I'm saying, that got into it with, you know what I'm saying, with a legend, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, because, you know, it happened because I was disrespected, you know, and based off of what I had always been doing, if I didn't follow through with what I believe in, then how could I expect you to believe it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you put your back up against the wall. And I can honestly sit here and say that there's several other MCs out on the market right now that they wouldn't have had it either. You know what I'm saying? They would have done the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just did what, you know what I'm saying, what I felt was right. You know what I'm saying? Like too wrong.
No doubt, Rap Radio, about to get up on out of here. Make sure you get that album September 8th. The blackout is currently in effect with Canibus.
What up?
Tap money on the 1 and 2.
September 8th.
Tigger, no doubt,
Navy
man.
SEAL appeal.
I got a lot of love for you, man. A lot of love for you. And what we about to display is real lyrics, real hip hop, right here live on the radio. Canibus set this joint on fire.
About to drop this, like this, y'all. Yeah, the Canibus, y'all. Rap City, y'all. Tigger, y'all. Yo, bust it. The blood in my brain, superconductor, the supreme intelligent being you don't want to scuff with. Cassette tapes encased in a chemical substance that'll cause it to explode if you try to dub it. Tight rhymes, send P Rock to another lifetime. Keep Erica all to myself, cause I like dimes. Radiation from the bright shine, melting MCs with hype lines. I'm very selfish with my mic time. When I recite mines, my rhymes explode like a pipe bomb. Nobody in they right or they left minds contest mine. Power the weight ratio makes it capable for me to carry 100,000-pound Bose radios. Messing with the canine, it's like stepping on a live landmine behind enemy lines. Military paratroops and camouflage parachutes with flight suits and boots landing on your roof. Eliminate the target is the prime objective. I create psychic walls harder than cement is. Nobody enters, nobody exits. I wreck this with methods electric like the Pentagon's fences. MCs with the hype nitis disease are like crack fiends with the hepatitis B vaccine. Navy SEAL team make a chick scream, make them sucker dipped in vaginal cream. Cause you whack suckers ain't worth the earth that you walk on. You ain't worth the paper plates prisoners eat pork on. Tigger, y'all. What's the deal? Jigger, y'all. What, y'all?
Bust like Canibus. Your word to God since I was 5, been a fan of this. Now 20 years later, Tigger be the man at this. I got flows to keep Negroes and hoes away, that be scandalous. Can you handle this with Tigger be spitting, getting you hot while I'm about to drop with the kitten? Check it on out, I'm getting through, shaking off the rust. Pick the new album up, Can I Bust? In your stores, blacking out September 8th. Tigger bring it on through with no debate. Can I Bust? I send it back to you with the DJ turntables.
Yo, the devolution I bring is a diagrammatic enigma. I'm on that, so I'll elucidate the stimula. Tigger past my diadem. You probably thinking it's incubus, cause I'm an inimical epiphany. This is an epistolary symphony. But seriously, the Canibus illuminates with logic. What I speak is more than just deep, it's bottomless with common sense. I'm organized like crime and mafias. Plus the way I rhyme is prime like Optimus, a rapologist. You can sit and do the knowledge with from GEDs to degrees from Ivy League colleges. I politic with any magazine columnist about topics other MCs won't even bother with. Rock solid shit like stones and monuments. It's obvious the third eye and the obelisk is watching us closely through a microscope and a pair of binoculars. Ghetto scholars like me who study street calculus utilize every letter of the Arabic alphabet to touch a part of your body that makes you feel erogenous. Like that, y'all. Yes, y'all.
Canibus.